Hey, welcome back to my channel. Exciting news for you this week. A huge charity shop superstore has opened really close to my house, and it's the same sort of size, maybe a little bit smaller, as American thrift stores, so I'm super excited. It opened this week, it's really big, and I'm really excited to go and check it out. I have waited a long time for a big superstore to open near me, so I'm really happy that it has. Everything in this shop is £5 or less, and there is so much stuff. Home decor, jumpers, dresses, coats, skirts, everything, and jewellery. I mean, there's lots of pearls there. You know how I like pearls. There are also huge racks full of shoes, and look, an entire range dedicated to my size, which is marvellous. The bags had been a bit picked over. I went a little bit later in the day, so I think a lot of people had been there before me. And when I arrived, it was very busy too. I'm starting off in the coats. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's sadly not my size, but everything about it I really like for a kind of smart casual coat. I love the colour palette, and I love the warm fuzzy black fur collar too. It's beautiful. Then I moved on to another coat rack and I found this. The label caught my eye, if I'm honest, because it says Made in Italy on it. And then when I had a rummage, it's Ronit Zilka, which is a proper designer brand. I had a little look at the label and it's virgin wool mohair, which is amazing. I checked out the rest of the coat. It has got a button missing, but I'm sure sometimes they have buttons in the pocket and you could easily match these, I think. It comes with the belt as well, which is fabulous, and only £5, so a proper bargain there. Then I moved on to the jumpers. Started off, everything's colour coordinated, as you will have seen, so it's really easy to go and find your favourite colour and peruse that, which is really nice. Nice pale pink Marks and Spencer's jumper. I started off in the pink just because it was closest to me. And then I moved on to this almost rainbow-esque rack, and it had yellows and pinks and reds and oranges. This orange jumper really caught my eye. I thought it was beautiful. It was slightly too itchy for me, so sadly it wasn't going to come home with me, but someone else will love it. Moving on to the more neutral colour palette, so we've got some oatmeal, we've got some camel, some mushroom, some stone. I'm trying to think of other words that reflect neutral colour palettes, but you get the gist. And there's just a whole range of things here, all sorts of different brands, so you've got a real variety. And I had a very merry rummage around looking for things. And then I found the winter jumpers, and again, huge range here. I appreciate that they've probably been saving them up all year, but there was a whole massive section dedicated to winter jumpers, which is lovely because you can get the humorous ones, you can get the slightly more stylish ones. Yes, there are stylish Christmas jumpers for anyone who doesn't believe. I like the fact that a lot of them are so textured as well. For example, you can get 3D snowflakes. I loved this one as well. It reminded me of an 80s jumper and the cardigan behind it, also a favourite of mine. Remember a few years ago when all the shops were bringing out Christmas jumpers and they were almost like 80s-esque, those really cheesy knitted jumpers. I've already got one that I absolutely adore, so I don't need any more. As you could see, this shop was far larger than regular charity shops. I think they actually do have a few other superstores dotted around the country. I think there's one in Cardiff. It was the first time I'd ever been to a charity shop that big, and it was really lovely to go through everything. They had lots of different sections, huge variety of things, and there were entire sections that I didn't even look at. So I didn't look at the men's and I didn't look at the kids' stuff, focused purely on women's, and I looked a little bit at the home decor as well. Because everything in the shop is £5 or less, I was expecting it to be lots of fast fashion brands. And I did see quite a lot of Primark. However, I also saw lots of supermarket brands like F&F, and I saw Papaya, which is Matalan, too, which is Sainsbury's, and they are really good quality, some of them. So I thought that was really good. I did spot quite a lot of Marks and Spencer's pieces, which is very nice. I also saw that fabulous black coat, which was a designer label. That, I don't know if that was a fluke, and normally they spirit away the designer labels and put them somewhere else in a different shop maybe, or whether actually if you sift through everything there will be some fantastic gems. But I did notice when I went online that that particular designer is selling beautiful floaty dresses for over £800. So if you want a designer coat for £5, you could get one if you have a look. So, you know, there are bargains to be had. Having just had a big clothes clear out, I actually wasn't looking for anything in particular, and what I came away with was this. A pile of treasure. all of their jewellery, every single piece was £1, which was amazing. So it meant I could have a look through and I saw loads and loads of jewellery that I liked. Now you may be thinking, ah yes, Becky, you like pearls, so you probably picked up all of those pearls that we saw. Actually no, I got completely different things. What I'm going to do is talk you through each piece quickly, and then I'm going to show you what they look like styled up, because I've decided to be a bit creative and style an entire outfit around the jewellery piece, because I thought that would be quite cool and it's a chance to play dress up. I don't think it matters what age you are. Some people will always love dressing up, and I'm one of those people. And chances are if you watch my channel, you probably are too. I've lumped them all together and now I have to separate them. First up, we have this lovely beaded number. This is a very long necklace, a lovely muted orange with, oh, it's so textural. Look at this, lots of different sizes and shapes of beads. I do like this one. It has a really satisfying clunk as well, listen. Of course, orange is one of my favourite colours, so it will go with so much in my wardrobe. Next up, I've gone for something completely different. I have picked up this little beauty. So this really caught my eye because it's such a big bold piece. It's a lovely muted colour, it's got some diamante on it, and it's on a little chain. I thought this was very striking. I don't know if it's an emblem of anything. I hope it's not, because I don't know what it is an emblem of. I'm going to show you the next two together. These are very long beaded necklaces. They're obviously both green, but one is a lighter green and one is a bottle green, and together they look really beautiful, really stunning because of the length and the colour pop, especially when both strands are combined. They both have slight cloudiness and little pops of brown, which I think is really beautiful. £2 for the pair, really, really happy with those. Next up we have the only bracelet of the piece. This is really stunning. Look at this, it's so ornate. I love the fact that it's silver, and then we've got some lovely diamante pieces in there as well. And I thought this would really brighten up some plain tops that I have, so I'm looking forward to styling this. I'm looking forward to styling them all up, to be completely honest with you, but this one in particular I think it's going to look lovely, as long as my sleeves aren't too long, because otherwise it's completely hidden. Next up we have a bit of a wild card. Now this one, oh, it's upside down, hang on. How do I know it's upside down? Because the two little parrots were upside down. It's very different from me. Although I've got lots that are a similar length, the beading and then the long pieces of string is a slightly different aesthetic, and the colours as well. I don't have anything in these bubblegum pinks and baby blues and bright yellows either, sunshine yellow. I loved the parrots, they are what caught my eye. This is something quite different, and I'm looking forward to styling up an outfit that feels like me, but also incorporates a piece of jewellery that's completely different to what I would normally wear. A little bit of a challenge there. Next up, possibly the most beautiful colour. I don't normally gravitate to this, but look, it's very similar. I don't know what kind of stone this is imitating. I'm assuming it's imitating because it feels kind of plasticky, but it feels very smooth and shiny. It's lovely. Every bead is different, which is really beautiful. And then at the top, we've also got some tiny little beads just to kind of bring it all together with a silver clasp. The penultimate piece is the longest necklace in the haul. It has a little gold clasp, and then we've got these lovely beads. So we've got some very long beads interspersed with smaller beads. This reminds me of mint chocolate chip ice cream in a way, because we've got some really beautifully light peppermint green and then some chocolate chunks as well. It's very, very light, so I'm assuming it's all plastic, and it's got that really satisfying clink, clink, clink. And the final necklace is another orange one. Now this is plastic beads, but look, it's really lovely. When I hold it up to the light, I can see the light shining through, which is really gorgeous. 2/3 of the necklace are these big chunky beads, and then the top third is the smaller beads, just to add a nice detail. I'm really looking forward to styling them, so let's get started. I love the dusty orange of this necklace so much that I had to pair it with the most vibrant orange dress in my wardrobe. And then a lovely cream woolen blazer from Max Mara on the top. Next up, it's the 3 green necklaces, which I decided to combine together and then put them with an all burgundy outfit. I really love this. I think the green really pops against the burgundy. Next up, I decided to pair my slightly edgier pieces with my favourite vintage dress. I really love the silver against the black and white. Next up, we've got my little red leather skirt with a black and white blouse, and then I've combined it with the beautiful parrot necklace. I love this because the red on the necklace matches with the red on the skirt. It's really beautiful. Possibly my favourite outfit, I've put the light blue necklace underneath the collar of my cream shirt, my trusty cream shirt. And finally, the amber necklace with a lovely, really gorgeous velvet skirt. Right, comment down below, let me know which outfit was your favourite and why, and also which item of jewellery, if you had a favourite outfit and a different favourite item of jewellery. Love to know what you think as always. Thank you so much for watching, have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye!